it's that girl Kay. I just wanted to come and talk to you really quick. I was thinking, like, what can I do for my video? And I came up with the topic of my regrets that I have about the installation process of my locks. As you know, I self-started my Microlocs on my own, and a lot of people, first thing they ask me is, do you regret it? And the thing that I always say is that I regret that I didn't do it sooner. And the reason why is because I've always wanted to do locks, like ever since I was like in elementary school, when I was reading like books by these famous Black authors and Malcolm X and Maya Angelou, and I was like all about like that, loving the fact that I was Black. So over the years I've come to like loving the skin that I'm in. And one of the things that kept me from locking my hair as an adult is that I kind of felt like maybe I would present myself as not being professional. Well, everyone's coming out with all these, you know, everyone's going like natural, and I had this issue with, okay, perfection, and I tried to wear my loose natural and it was very unsuccessful. I felt like it was a headache, and the amount of money it costs to trying out all these different products, and it seemed like what would work for someone else would not work for me. Well, I have a 4C hair type, which means I have very tight coils and I don't have a defined curl pattern. And because I don't have a defined curl pattern, me being a loose natural, it just didn't look good. I felt like my hair was always, it looked dry and kind of damaged, just because how, you know, the texture was. But anyway, so I have interlocked or microlocked my hair, and I love my hair. And one of the things that I wish that I would have done is did starter locks. And the whole point with the starter locks is to figure out what method works best for your hair. Well, when I said, okay, I'm gonna do my hair in like sister locks or microlocs, like I want it done. Like I don't want to wait until the summertime. Like I want to do it now. And I started locking my hair after Thanksgiving, and I wanted to be done by January, you know. And so when I got it started, I started interlocking from the bottom. I did my perimeter on back, and I watched a lot of videos. And because I had relaxed hair, one of the things they were saying is that it's kind of pointless to interlock all the way down because of the fact that you're going to end up having to cut the relaxed ends off anyway. So, well, where I interlock when I have relaxed ends, I kind of had kind of a challenge at the beginning of my hair not looking so straight. So I had to do my hair in protective styles in order to have volume because it seemed very flat. Well, as I progressed through my hair during my locking process, I noticed that some of my locks would be like off center, and I wanted to be as perfect as I possibly could, meaning that it was done by myself. So I decided to do the back where I really couldn't quite reach into, started those with a 2-strand twist. Well, because I'm almost 4.5 months locked, one of the things that I noticed is the fact that where I have my 2-strand twist, that's where my budding is going, which means my hair is locking in the back. And in the perimeter where I have my 2-strand twist, I noticed that I don't really see much locking. I like the way it looks, but it's kind of slow to progression. So one of the things I regret is not doing the starter locks, because if I did the starter locks, I would have known that wherever I put my 2-strand twist, I didn't have to worry about my ends unraveling. And that was one of the things that I was worried about, is because I have relaxed ends, that it wasn't gonna stay. And I was like, man, if I was natural all the way down, I would just 2-strand twist it and it would just stay, even though I never like really tried it, but that was just a theory. But I feel like I had more issues with the interlocks because they were done halfway down, and I feel like if I would have done 2-strand twists all the way around, I feel like I would have much volume. Even on my thin side, which is the side where I lay, I really feel like I would have much volume, a lot of volume. And I feel like the in the back where there's 2-strand twists, there's a lot more volume, and especially at the bottom of my hair, it's like so full. So if you are thinking about doing starter locks with relaxed ends, you need to do some test locks, which means you need to do like 3, 4 of them with the interlock method, and then like 3 and 4 where you have 2-strand twists, and see which one that you like better. And if you only have like 3 or 4 individual interlocks and you find out that's not for you, it's not too hard to take down. And some people was like, okay, well, why didn't you start off with the coiling method? Dude, my hair is like not all that great of a texture, and if I did like the coiling method, I doubt that it would have stayed. I mean, it's possible, but I doubt that it would have stayed. Point blank period, I wasn't gonna feel like having to redo anything over and over again. Okay, so if you decide that you want to start off with 2-strand twists, I suggest that you not only start it off with the 2-strand twist, but then go ahead and interlock it about 2 or 3 times to keep it from unraveling and kind of keep it together and separate it so that you are able to see your parts. Okay, and that's it. Just like do test locks and figure out what method is best for you, and then go for it. Leave those starter locks in for 2-3 weeks after a good wash. Figure out, okay, which one do I like better? And just keep in mind too, if you do 2-strand twists, because it's not really interlocked at the end, that they're going to swell a little bit. They're not going to stay small. I felt like mine shrank a lot at first, and then they started to swell up. Where I have interlocks, they don't really expand as much because you have the base already built in. Okay, so when you start your locks, expect it to increase to about the size of your parts, or like almost at that size. Okay, if you feel like your parts are real big, then and you know you wouldn't be comfortable with your locks being that big, then make it smaller. I did go back and redo a lot of mine after like 2 or 3 months in. If your hair hasn't locked, you can go back in and change it up if you want, but it's just going to take time and it's going to take patience. Okay, I'm 4.5 months in, and I love my hair. I love my hair more than I ever had before. Like, I can run my fingers through it all the time. I don't have to worry about every single hair being in place. Okay, do what's best for you. Okay, and just know that you got to be patient and leave it alone. Leave it alone. I noticed that I like my hair more when I'm not trying to do all the styles and the updos and using all the bobbing pins. Just let it be. Okay, let it be, and then you'll see how beautiful that they can become. Okay, if you have any questions, comment below. Thank you and have a great day.